What's the best solution for OpenID with Django? Please note, this is an ancient question with ancient answers. Most of the linked apps are now unmaintained. These days, most people seem to use Django Auth or Python Social Auth. I'll leave the original question intact below for posterity's sake. There are at least half a dozen Django apps that provide OpenID authentication for Django. Django OpenID, Django OpenID Auth, another Django OpenID Auth, which seems to be dead, Django AuthID, Django Social Auth, which also provides authentication with Twitter and Facebook accounts. Django Social Registration, has Facebook and Twitter authentication. 2. Django OpenID Consumer, a fork of Simon Willison's original Django OpenID. Seems more suited for simple blog comments than a full-fledged registration workflow. Django Social Auth. I played around with a couple of them. Simon Willison's Django OpenID made a good impression, but as he is at the forefront of trendsetting in Djangoland, I sometimes have difficulties wrapping my head around his trends. For example, the whole dynamic arrow pattern system in Django OpenID. What's more, I couldn't get login to work with Google. Django AuthID made a good impression, and it seems to have good integration with Django registration. Django Social Auth and Django Social Registration have support for Twitter and Facebook, which is definitely A+. Who knows if and when Facebook will start to be an OpenID provider? Social Auth seems to have its share of problems, though. So, what is the best OpenID app out there? Please share any positive and negative experience. Thanks.
The one that has proven to work best for me, and which seems most up to date, is the one over at Launchpad. It integrated seamlessly with my application that already utilizes the Django.auth module. This URL. To get a copy run. Or install it via Pippy.
The last post for this thread is in February. It's been almost 8 months and I'm pretty sure a lot of things have been changed. I am very interested in Django Social Auth since it supports Gmail, Yahoo, Facebook, Twitter, and OpenID. I found 2 forks that seem up to date. This URL. This URL. The second fork has been recently updated at this moment. I was wondering if anyone has recently used any of these forks. I am looking for the most reliable one for my website. Thanks. Update. The most up-to-date fork appears to be omob/Django Social Auth, which is also what the Pippy package points at.
I prefer Django AuthID, but I think most of the mature solutions are pretty equal at this point. Still, it is what I see used the most. I've made a handful of customizations to how we use it without having to actually fork it, and that's a huge plus in my book. In other words, it's fairly hookable.
Don't forget L. Sternberg's fork of Django Social Auth. He's working to clean up what he sees as a lot of bad implementation decisions in the original Social Auth app. Looks clean so far, but it's unclear whether his project will have momentum.